India's growth story is mirrored in its financial markets led by the National Stock Exchange of India. As the Nifty 50 marks 30 years, it stands as a symbol of resilience, stability, and rising investor confidence. Amid global uncertainties, markets have remained steady, backed by strong regulation from the Securities and Exchange Board of India and growing participation from retail investors, sustaining India's financial momentum.
India's financial journey reflects resilience, steady growth, and rising global confidence with the National Stock Exchange of India at its core. Launched in the mid 1990s, the Nifty 50, NSE's benchmark index, recently completed 30 years, marking a significant milestone in India's market evolution. Tracking 50 of the country's leading companies, it has become a key barometer of market trends and investor sentiment across sectors like banking, IT, and energy. This sustained growth has been underpinned by a robust regulatory framework, with the Securities and Exchanges Board of India ensuring market stability and safeguarding investor interests.
Over the last 3 decades, Nifty has become one of the most widely tracked indicators of India's market. For investors, it's a benchmark. For market participants, it's a reference point. And for many observers of the economy, it's a window into the evolving story of the Indian enterprise.
The Nifty 50 continues to serve as a key benchmark for both domestic and global investors tracking India's growth potential. It also reflects the resilience of the Indian economy, which has remained steady through global disruptions, from financial crisis and the pandemic to ongoing geopolitical tensions impacting markets.
From India point of view, I think we would not get too much of impacted, given the fact that one, at every time when this kind of issue happens, India has found solutions in whichever way it can be, and the best outcome always come from India. As the best time it comes as a winner after every crisis. Therefore, I would assume, I think Indian government, the way they are dealing with the current situations, I think we'll be able to actually manage these things much better.
Against the backdrop of steady growth and remarkable resilience in India's stock market, we spoke with Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Chairman of the National Stock Exchange of India, to decode the factors behind market volatility and understand how India continues to navigate global uncertainties.
Many think of NSE as a place where shares are bought and sold. At a basic level, can you tell me and our viewers, what is it that the NSE actually does?
What you see as transactions, that is buy and sell, is actually a very interesting process, that how a society forms prices. Our job, the main job, is to give you price signaling, but it's achieved via a transaction processing. And transaction processing is one side. On the assets itself, you require a lot of information. So, especially for stocks, so we collect information from the companies and give you on quarterly basis, on material impact basis, on instant and stuff like that. So it's a complex process, but it's basically very important, because today 1/3 of India's asset of any type put together is now represented by NSE, $5.2 trillion.
Globally, where would you stand then?
We are now 4th largest after US, China and Japan.
Okay.
We are the 4th largest economy in the world, and we are the 4th largest stock markets also in the world. At the same time, there is an economic theory which says that the poor or low per capita income countries cannot have a well-functioning stock market. Why? Because poor people don't save. And if they save, they don't trust even their brothers. How will they invest in companies sitting 2,000 and 3,000 kilometers away? But India is an exception.
It's overturned that notion.
Right? And so those theories are theories because exception is India. And that's where now 12.7 crore Indians, unique Indians, we have 25 crore accounts, 12.7 crore Indians put their hard-earned money into stocks of various types.
Amazing. On that optimistic note, thank you so much, Mr. Chauhan, for spending time with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.